Terry, just start off with what's it feel like to get back out here? I know you do. You've done it. You just said for 9 years in a row.
Right.
What's it feel like?
Well, it's just fun. This is kind of the reunion that I never had when I was playing football. To be able to come back and with the Davisons and the school approving of us putting together this whole tournament to gather up some of the alumni to come back and raise some money for the school, and it's fun. It's fun. It's always fun to be here. I don't know. As everybody knows, I actually announced last night I always wanted to move back to Louisiana, and so I've got a piece of property here and at Squire Creek, and so I'm gonna get together and get a home built. It's all have residents here, so that's kind of cool. So then I'll be kind of, you guys will be seeing me all the time, but so it's fun. Just to everybody loves playing golf. Everybody loves this place, and we get together and laugh. And it's not quite what we want it to be yet, but eventually we're going to put in do some more things to enhance it along. Last year we did a little bit of an entertainment thing, and we didn't do that this year, but we need to get back to doing that, so we'll do that. And there's some things I want to do. There's a lot of alumni that don't know we even do this, so that's a bad effort on our part. So we've got to, I've made some suggestions this morning. Let's get around the state. Let's go to various parts of the state, and let's start promoting. We don't promote enough. We just throw it out there and assume they'll come, but that's not necessarily the case. There's a lot of Louisiana Tech alumni that I've talked to, and I say, "Are you coming to the golf tournament? What are you talking about?" So the word's not out there, and there's just a lot more we can do, and we'll do it. We'll do it. But right now we've got a stable crop, man. We got our standbys. They're here every year, and we love them for it. And we've got to get the word out a little bit more.
Have people come up to you more to talk about the basketball team with all the success they've had recently?
No. To answer your question, no, they haven't. People see me, they think football, and they don't necessarily talk about our school. So, but I'm well aware of how good we are. Thank God we kept this coach. At least we got this one for another year, which is good. It's not good. It's great. So I'm happy. I'm happy for that. The job that he's done, the NIT. I've never seen him play. I've never even been inside the gym here. No, it's crazy. But that's got to change, and it will. But basketball, proud of that. A new basketball coach for our women, proud of him. Young man from Marquette, that's cool. The football, skips, that's good. We're on the right track. Got the building going up at the end zone. That's awesome. A lot of great things happening here. New president, Dr. Dye, that's great. Good to have him aboard. We're going to straighten him out and fix him up. So we're in good shape here. We're on the right path.
Terry, talk a little bit more about that building. I know you were instrumental in getting it started.
I wasn't instrumental in anything, but I'm all for it. I'm all for bigger and better. I mean, I'm the one that said I'd rather play 10 major college universities and lose to every one of them than to beat Northwestern or Northeastern or Southeastern or USL or whatever they call themselves now. To me, that's just better. We're playing Alabama this week. Who y'all got? Nicholls State? All right, man, that's good for y'all. Y'all 1-0, we're 0-1. I don't care. I like playing the best, and that's the way I think. I think I need to get more people thinking like me, and the only way you can do that is you have people think like you that have a lot of money. I don't have any money. I've been divorced 3 times, so I'm short. But I need, the Davisons think like I do. We need more. Drake Mills thinks like we need more and more, and we just need more money, more contributions. That's why the alumni are so critical. Why this golf tournament is critical. We, to grow, to fill up the stadium, to get the kids out there. Why we're not packing that place in. We got to do these things so we can fill in the other end zone, eventually hold 45, 50,000 seat stadium here. I mean, we got to get a new press box. We got to do things to stay, or we're going to fall behind. We can't afford to fall behind. We got to keep marching forward, and that's how I think. And I'm not the only one. And so, what we're doing right now with the groundbreaking the other day is just critical to the progression of Louisiana Tech. Is not only a fantastic institution for higher learning, certainly, but also, as you all know, when you think about the Crimson Tide, you think about football. You don't think about getting an engineering degree. It's a great engineering school here. So athletics are critical, I think, to the success and the growth of the university.
Looking at the
But I got a PE degree. What do I know?
college football landscape, I mean, the union stuff. What do you?
I know.
What do you make of all that?
I don't know what to make of it. Unionized. This is crazy. But you get some kid in there that's pretty sharp, and he says, "Well, I don't like the way this is going. We need a union. Let's just get a union shop going." I kind of found that to be comical, actually. Then I thought about it, and I said, interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. Did you set a president there? Is it going to happen all over the country? I don't know. But there's so much talk about pay the athletes or not, but how do you pay them? LSU can pay more than Tech can pay. So I don't know how that works. Kind of like to see it stay the way it is, only because this is what I know. But I'm not. I don't stand in concrete. I'm free of. I'm flexible, and I can adjust to the movements of what happens, if it's the unions in college, or if it's opening it up where we can sell, where the kids can, or alcohol is sold at Tech Stadium. I mean, I'm open to everything. I listen to it all. I'm not one of those guys throws his hands up and says tradition, says no. I used to be. But in this day and time, you can't be like that. You don't go anywhere.
Hey, Terry, it's kind of been an emotional year. First of all, sorry to hear about your dad.
Thank you.
But for you personally, it's been an emotional year. You obviously lose him at the end of the season. You're with Jay Leno when he signs off, but you have to be able to think a personal, arc around that kind of stuff. It's been a tough 365 for TV, huh?
Yeah. I always hate answering the question with yeah. You see it on TV all the time, don't you? Watch your golf channel. Did you watch your golf channel this week? Yeah. And then they answer, yeah. Then you answer the question. Yeah, you're right. Losing Dad January the 30th was a shocker, and when you put it in perspective, nature's taking its course, and you're a great man. He loved this school. He loved coming over here for this tournament, and he loved Kix Brooks. Loved Kix Brooks, and he loved the fact that Kix Brooks made a fuss over him, and my dad talked about that all the time. And he loved that James Davison, a very wealthy man, would take the time to call my father on the phone and check on him. He loved that stuff. So Tech lost a great booster in my father. Jay Leno was a great friend, 54 appearances, and it was a good relationship that clicked on television. And I talked to his people all the time. Matter of fact, they called me last week, and I'm going to have dinner with them this week in Los Angeles when I go out there. So, but he's doing great, traveling and doing what he does best, which is stand up. Happy, and I'm happy for him. It won't be unlike when the Fox thing comes to an end. Eventually, it does. And that'll be a sad day. I don't want it to happen too soon, because I don't like those things mark the end of something, and I don't like endings. I'd rather drop dead right now. I don't want a prolonged ending. You know what I mean? Well, hope I didn't say that too.
You talk about football competition. How excited are you to see the team play Oklahoma and Auburn this year?
Not real excited. Oklahoma we open up with, I believe, isn't that right? That's I'm just kidding about not being excited. I am. That's Tech. That's how Tech thinks. I love it. You heard what I said earlier. We have to have Our receiver play had to step up, and looks like the spring game we've got some receivers. We've got to have receivers. We've got to throw the football here. To recruit, we have got to throw the football. We have got to have quarterbacks. We have got to have receivers, and we have to have an offensive line that can protect. This school has always been most successful when it can throw the football. And so the kids that played the other night, I don't know who they are. Kids coming in, you know, we're going to see. We have got to have a guy under center, and we got to have people that can catch the ball. We can do that. We can play with anybody. A great passing attack at a school our size can stay with anybody. Okay, we proved it against A&M. We proved it against all the schools that we played and beat. You throw the football and throw it intelligently, you can beat anybody. And that's what this school has got to have. You know, if we're going to play a power game, you know, that's going to take more time. But Skip's going to do a great job here. He understands that, and he understands he's got to have a quarterback. Got to have guys catch it. I was here for one game last year, and guys were wide open, and we couldn't get the ball to them. When we lost to Tulane and Joe Montana was in the stadium, I've never been so sick in my life to know that they came in our house, Tulane, who tried to keep us out of the conference and beat our ass right here. And that you know, guys wide open, we couldn't hit them. So I went, man, this is as bad as I've ever seen. Hopefully it's better.
Have you had an opportunity to talk to Tech staff about X's and O's offensively?
No, I don't dare do that. That's none of my business. They don't ask. I don't volunteer. I'm a fan, you know. Woo, woo, woo. That's what I do. I root for them on television. I promote them on Fox. I talk about them around the country. I give no advice. I just gave some advice. That was more of an opinion, but I don't dare get myself involved. I would never do that. If they would ask me something, I got a phone call one night in Dallas, years ago. Bobby Bowden just moved down to Florida State, and he's probably in the second or third year. Phone rings, Bobby Bowden. Hey, Coach, what are you doing? Hey, sir, how you doing? Hey, I want to talk to you about that play where the tight end goes down and goes to the corner, and the flank and takes off this, and the back checks, and and I said that's 62 basic. Well, tell me about it. So I took him through the play, 62 basic, and all the options and all the changes versus various coverages and the blitzes, and he's writing notes down on the phone. Football season's over with. Bobby Bowden calls me. He says, "Man, did you see our game against Clemson?" I said, "No. We hit that thing 9 times." I said, "Get out of here." Oh, I love that play. Look, so Bobby Bowden asked for some information, and no one here has ever called and said, ask me anything like that. Nor should they. Who am I to be telling Skip and them what to do, you know? So I'm totally comfortable. I would not want to meddle, unlike some people. I don't meddle with the people that are hired. They do their job. If they want some help or advice, and I think I can help, I'll offer, or I'll tell them no. And more than likely, I prefer to stay out of it.
All right, guys, anything else?
With the Hall of Fame career that you've had, what's it mean to you just to be able to come back here and be able to help your university and be able to talk about it on TV?
Well, this is my love. Of all the things that I've done, this school has never forgotten me. It's never given up on me. It's always supported me. It's always defended me. And for that, and I graduated here. I got a degree from this school. They helped me get out of here. I am eternally grateful. And I have such a love. And I've said this my entire life, that of all the football I played, this was where I was happy. Not winning Super Bowls, not playing in high school. This is where I was happy. And so, as Phil says, this is happy, happy, happy. So this is, you know, this everything started right here for me. Without this school, then there is no Steelers or anything else, and we're not doing these interviews. So I'm a man that is deeply indebted to this great institution, and will always be, and will always defend it, and will always give money to it, whatever I can, and always have, and will always support it, and will always defend it, and always lift it up, and always talk about it, and because I'm grateful.